Have you ever been in a situation where someone feels close, but just out of reach? Like there's something there, a warmth, a lingering look, a smile that lasts a second too long, but then nothing. No move, no signal clear enough to act on, and you're left wondering, is this real? Or am I reading too deeply into something that isn't there? Here's what's interesting. Research in social psychology shows that people, especially when they fear rejection, will often show attraction in layers. Not openly, not directly, but through patterns, through small, almost invisible behaviors that repeat. And once you know what to look for, those patterns become impossible to unsee. So today we're going to walk through 7 of them, and by the end, I think you'll see a situation in your own life a little differently. Picture this. You're sitting across from someone you've known for a while, maybe a coworker or a friend, and the conversation is easy. It always is with her. But at some point, she says something that stops you. She mentions something you said 3 weeks ago, something you barely remember saying, word for word. You laugh it off, she laughs too. But there's a beat, just a beat, where your eyes meet and something flickers. Then she looks away first. That moment, that's not nothing. That's one of the 7. Sign 1. She remembers things you've forgotten. When someone is genuinely attracted to you, their brain treats your words differently. There's actually a neurological reason for this. When we're drawn to someone, dopamine, the brain's reward chemical, spikes during interactions with them. And dopamine, among other things, strengthens memory formation. So she doesn't remember what you said because she's keeping notes. She remembers because your words matter to her subconsciously. They're filed away before she even decides to keep them. The giveaway? She brings things up casually, like it's nothing. Like, of course, she remembered. But she's the only one who does. Sign 2. She asks questions that go beneath the surface. Most people ask polite questions. How was your weekend? Are you busy? How's that project going? But she asks different ones. What did you want to be when you were a kid? Do you actually like your job? Or is it just a job? What are you afraid of getting wrong? These aren't questions born out of small talk. They're questions born out of genuine wanting to know. Psychologists call this self-disclosure reciprocity. We invite vulnerability in others when we want closeness. She's not conducting an interview. She's trying to find the real version of you. And the fact that she wants to find it says everything. The next sign is one of the most confusing because it can look like the opposite of interest. And it's the one that sends most people in the wrong direction entirely. Sign 3, she pulls back, right when things feel close. You have a great conversation. Something real passes between you, and then she withdraws, she goes quiet, she creates a little distance, and you're left wondering what you did wrong. Here's the truth. You probably didn't do anything wrong. When feelings are real and unacknowledged, they become frightening. The closer she gets to showing them, the more exposed she feels. So she pulls back. Not because she doesn't care, but because she cares too much to be casual about it. Emotional self-protection is one of the most common things that looks like disinterest. The people who pull away the fastest are often the ones who feel the most. Watch for the pattern. Does she pull back after warmth? Does she come back after she's created distance? That oscillation, the push and pull, is the signal itself. Sign 4. Her friends know something. You don't. You've probably felt it. That moment when you walk toward a group and the energy shifts slightly, a glance passes between them. Someone smiles just a little too knowingly. Then it all resets to normal. Friends are rarely subtle. When someone is talking about you, really talking about you, it shows up in how the people around her treat you. They might ask questions that feel oddly specific. They might give you extra warmth, or they might have a kind of studied nonchalance that feels almost rehearsed. She's told them something, and now they're trying not to say it. Sign 5, she finds reasons to be near you. It's rarely dramatic. She doesn't engineer a grand moment. It's subtler than that. She sits closer than necessary. She gravitates toward your side of the room. She finds a reason to ask you something when she could have asked anyone. Proximity is one of the oldest signals in human behavior. Before we even process our feelings consciously, our bodies move toward what we want. It's called affiliative behavior. And it happens below the level of deliberate thought. She may not even realize she's doing it, but you'll notice if you start paying attention that she keeps ending up in your orbit. But here's where it gets more interesting, because the next sign seems like the opposite. And that's exactly why most people miss it. Sign 6. She gets quieter around you or louder. This one trips people up, because attraction doesn't always look like confidence. Some people become more animated, more expressive. They talk faster, laugh more, gesture with their hands, like they're slightly turned up. Others go the opposite way. They become careful. They choose their words. They're suddenly more self-conscious in a way they aren't around other people. Both are signs of the same thing, heightened awareness of how they're coming across. And that only happens when someone's opinion of you matters. If she's relaxed and easy with everyone but subtly different around you, in either direction, that shift is worth noticing. Sign 7. She mirrors you without knowing it. Watch her the next time you're talking. Does she lean in when you lean in? Does she slow down when you slow down? Does she pick up words or phrases you use and reflect them back? Mirroring is one of the most studied behaviors in social psychology. We naturally mirror people we feel connected to. It builds rapport. It signals alignment. And it happens almost entirely below conscious awareness. When someone likes you, their nervous system starts to sync with yours. Their body language begins to echo yours. It's not imitation. It's a biological form of, I'm with you. Here's what all 7 of these behaviors have in common. They're not strategies. They're not games. They're the shape that genuine feeling takes when it doesn't yet feel safe to be named. When someone hides attraction, it isn't deception. It's vulnerability in disguise. It's the way a person protects something fragile, something real, before they know if it's safe to show. And recognizing that reframes everything. It's not mixed signals. It's a person who feels something and doesn't yet know what to do with it. Think about the interactions you've had this week. The person who remembered something you said offhand, the one who ended up sitting nearby when they didn't have to, the one who asked you something a little too honest for regular small talk. Human feelings are rarely obvious. They show up sideways, in the small things, in the space between words. Sometimes the clearest message someone sends is the one they never say out loud.